here you are working primarily focusing on the trauma that comes with climate change and disruption, which you are an expert on, an authority on, and um, it ups the ante as far as anxiety when you're so immersed in that topic. Um, and I've always felt, and just like you're talking about having a purpose and having a larger vision, that having some kind of inspiring vision helps in doing that work. And I wonder if you could share with people your most positive vision of what the future could hold, given the fact uh, that the effects of climate change are already upon us. What could you say to people that say, "Oh, well, what's the point? It, is there anything we can do?" What would be your most positive vision that you could share with people?
Good question. Well, first of all, as a little background, in three lifetimes ago, I was trained in systems dynamics and systems thinking, and I used to teach this at the university. In fact, this is the first year I've not taught in about 15 years. Um, and what you learn when you understand how complex systems function is that systems push back hardest when they're on the verge of change, and they push back hardest to maintain the status quo. And if from that perspective, that's how I look at what's happening with Donald Trump and a number of other things. The systems are clearly about the change, both because of the changed demographics of the U.S., more diversity, more ethnic diversity, and other kinds of diversities, but other kinds of economic, social changes. And so, he represents the desire to go backwards, to push back and keep us where we're at. Um, but it is in those most difficult situations that the system pushes back, and then it tends to change, and the transformation then happens. And
Mm,
so, to me, I think it is very possible, if we have the right perspective and take the right approach,
mm,
that the climate crisis can be used as a moment in history of just profound transformation. And we see it in the background, sometimes the foreground, occurring already with the growth of renewable energy and all sorts of other things. I think it could be the start of a new economic model, a new way of relating to people, um, an entire shift in mindset about what's important in life and how we humans can and must live on the earth and sustain it. So I'm actually still fairly optimistic, even though the times seem incredibly grim, because not really even behind the scenes, but just a little bit below the chaos of that Trump likes to induce, and all this pushback. There is so much going on that I think we might be near a tipping point
mm,
where things go in a very different direction, and in a very constructive, transformational direction. So
mm.
I'm optimistic. But that doesn't mean it will go that way, but it's because we really have to get our mindset clear and what we're trying to do, rather than retreating just into fear. Because when we adopt those fear-based reactions, our minds and bodies lash out at others or lash out at ourselves. If we, in fact, see this as an opportunity for transformation, I think we can make something happen.